Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So Statcounter have posted their latest global stats survey results for the month of May 2023. So once again, just to do a quick comparison between April and May, if you would be interested. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video I did post, Microsoft Edge, according to Statcounter, was no longer the second most popular desktop browser and had been overtaken by Safari. And as many of you may know, Safari is the only non-cross-platform desktop browser. And if we head over to the latest survey results for May 2023, desktop browser worldwide market share, according to Statcounter, just to have a quick comparison between April and May and have a look at those percentages if you would be interested. Now, before we have a look at the top three, just to focus here at the back, Internet Explorer is still holding on fast, although it is in last place, but nonetheless has dropped from 0.55% to 0.45%. Now, although it has dropped, which isn't surprising because obviously it's no longer supported and to some extent or the other has been disabled on Windows 10 devices. And although it has dropped, does keep surprising me because it does seem to kind of go up and down in its market share. Depending on the month, and some months it's up, some months it's down. So another interesting one to watch, Internet Explorer, 0.45% for May. Moving on to Opera. Opera has actually increased by just over 1%, which is very nice if you are using the Opera web browser. And for April was on 3.09%, and for May now on 4.02%. So a nice increase for the Opera web browser. Firefox, a little bit concerning still, and steadily is decreasing every month according to Statcounter. And for the month of May is no exception. Firefox has decreased again from 5.65% from April to 5.28% for May. It's a slight decrease, but nonetheless is steadily decreasing every month. So a little bit concerning for Mozilla and the Firefox web browser. Now focusing on the top three. As mentioned, for April, Edge moved into third place and was overtaken by Safari. And Edge also has dropped below 11%, which is the first time that has happened for quite some time, and has moved from 11 to 9.91%. So that's just over a percentage decrease, which is a little bit concerning for Microsoft and the Edge web browser. And Safari, although Edge has decreased by just over 1%, Safari has increased by just over 1%. And has moved from 11.87% to 12.79%, which is a nice increase if you are using Safari. And Google Chrome, yeah, we can see once again, still dominant, way out in front. And there hasn't been too much change. In April was on 66.13%, and for May 66.02%. So nothing has really changed when it comes to the Google Chrome web browser. Now focusing on the chart, which just gives us a better idea and just puts things into context. Yeah, at the top in the green is Google Chrome, so we can see very dominant and way out in front. Microsoft Edge is this powder blue line, and Safari is the gray line. And yeah, we can see around about the end of March, beginning of April, Safari overtook Edge. So that means that Safari moved into second place and Edge dropped to third. And then, yeah, in the orange line, Firefox, which is steadily decreasing ever so slightly every month. And yeah, we can see from December last year, January, February, March, April into May has steadily decreased. So as mentioned, a bit concerning for Mozilla. And then Opera here is the red line, which has increased slightly. And the dotted line are your other web browsers like Brave and Vivaldi. So for the first time in a long time, Opera has actually moved above those other web browsers. So another interesting one to watch. But nonetheless, Edge, as mentioned, things aren't going too well for Edge at the moment when it comes to the desktop browser market share, according to Statcounter, which, as mentioned, for April moved to third place, and has also decreased below 11% for this month. And as I do mention, for the Statcounter survey results, although they do give us a good idea, just take note that they will never be 100% accurate. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.